Well, damn, Knicks. Okay. This how y'all coming? This how y'all coming, young boys? I like that, man. I'm loving this victory tonight. I ain't gonna overreact, but I'm loving this victory tonight. Shout out to you, Alfred Payton, because I ain't want to see you in the starting lineup. I'm still not convinced, but shout out to you though. Hey, my boy RJ, you doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, Randall. They hating on you, but I see the potential, my guy. Keep working. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for tuning in to That's ReKNICKulous. We got to win. I'm hype. Run the intro. So the Knicks win 110-130 over the Milwaukee Bucks. Blowout win for us. We shot 54% from the field, 59% from three, 81% from free throw. With threes, we shot 27 threes tonight, and we made 16 of those 27. And we shot 27 free throws tonight, made 22 of those 27. So that right there is key. The last couple of games, we were able to produce in the first half. We did pretty good shooting-wise, and then as we get to the second half, it all falls apart. But tonight, we kept it going, and we did our thing from wire to wire. I was super impressed tonight watching the Knicks play. Really impressed. One thing that I noticed that Milwaukee had over us is the offensive rebounds. They killed us on the offensive glass, 17-8. That is horrible. I mean, we still won, but that's not going to cut it. We're going to have to step it up on those boards on the defensive glass. We got to box out, and we got to make sure that we're securing those rebounds. Those are more possessions for us to make something happen on the offensive end. So we're going to have to do better with that. But surprisingly, after getting all the flack on social media, because everywhere I turn on YouTube, on the YouTube chats and Twitter, I'm seeing everyone saying that they want to shelf the Elf. You feel me? You know, because of the holiday season, the Elf, blah blah blah, whatever. They want Peyton on the bench, and Tom Thibodeau, he's really stubborn with his lineup. He's like, you know what? I'm putting my guys out there. I don't care what nobody want to say. I'm putting these guys out there. So Alfred Payton comes out, and from the very beginning, he was adamant that he was going to make something happen. And I don't know if he was on Twitter seeing all the mentions and seeing what everybody's saying, because you know Twitter can get a little harsh. But he heard the calls and he answered tonight with 27 points. He had 11 points at the half, and he finished with 27, 12 of 16 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3. And he had 7 assists as well. So I know I was someone who was saying like, how much of a facilitator is he really? But tonight he showed that he could make that happen. It's not just Randall that he sees on the court. He was able to make some passes, and I was pleased to see him playing so well. Peyton and Julius Randle, they combined for 56 points tonight for us, and I like to see that. I would have liked to see RJ score a little bit more. Randall had 10 points. 1 of 7 in the first half, and it was looking like, damn, he was going to have one of those games where maybe it wasn't going to go so well, but then he turns around in the second half and finishes with 29 points, 8 of 17. He also had 14 rebounds and 7 assists. So that boy was hungry, man. That boy was out there doing his thing. He wasn't gonna be denied. RJ, he had a pretty decent night. It was okay, nothing spectacular. I mean, he didn't shoot relatively well. He didn't shoot too bad either. He was 7 of 17 with 17 points, and he also had 8 rebounds. So I'm glad to see him hungry on both sides of the ball, and trying to not just focus on his offense. He's playing defense. He's trying to do other things. He had a couple assists. I think he had like 4 assists tonight. Alec Burks, man, he's a shooter. We got a shooter. That boy, man, we got a shooter on this team right now, man. 18 points, 4 of 5 from 3. That man out there, just whichever side of the floor he want to be on, he's just out there. He's just doing his thing. Yeah, I'm happy to see that we got a shooter like him. I would like to see him in a starting lineup. I know that we need him to come off the bench and produce those points. I would like to see him in Reggie Bullock's positions on the court, their roles reverse. I'm saying because Reggie Bullock has some 3-point shooting capabilities, but he hasn't been able to show as much consistency as Alec Burks has been showing us. I mean, like I said, it's only been 3 games. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But I would like to see Burks and that starting lineup, like to see him come out from the jump, just letting things fly, and forcing the defense to make adjustments and opening up the floor for RJ and Randall to operate. I was also excited to see my boy Frank get some minutes tonight. See my boy Frank come off the bench, and man, he came off the bench like it's like we got another shooter, like we got more than one hammer. I'm saying the hammers is just coming off the bench and just flying like. My son Frank, I ain't gonna front. Frank was 4 for 4 from 3. He played 19 minutes. He had 12 points, all threes. It was just all 3. Just get things was just he laying it off. It was beautiful. I like to see that. I don't care for such a low role for him on the team. I saw so much potential in him, like from his rookie season, and watching him ever since then on the New York Knicks team, knowing how much defense he brings to the table, just wishing that he'd be able to take it to that next level for us as a point guard. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be much more than that. But if he could come off the bench, getting 19, 20, 25 minutes, maybe something around there. I mean, of course, it's all going to change once my boy IQ come back and once Austin Rivers is cleared to play. But for now, I'm saying, if he could come off the bench and do, because DSJ came off the bench the other night, he ain't doing nothing near that. But Frank came off the bench tonight, 4 threes, give us them 12 extra points, and then he could relax. So now, in my opinion, I think he might still have a spot on the Knicks roster moving forward. I hope so. I definitely hope so. So something else I wanted to talk about is Mitch. Mitchell Robinson, of course, his defensive potential. First of all, before I even get to that, there's so many plays I see. Randall, I've seen RJ, I've seen Peyton many times too, where my boy Mitch might set a pick and then he cuts and he's easily in front. He's in front of the defender. He has a straight path to the rim. He runs and he looks. I'm saying, just to make sure that he's not going to miss the pass, and they go in another direction of him when it's a clear, open alley-oop lob to this monster of a human being in the paint. They can't stop him, even if you threw the ball up. Like, first of all, somebody threw an alley to him, and they didn't even throw it high enough. Like, they threw it, and I think it was Giannis. He came up and he grabbed it, and it went on the other way. You got to throw the ball up there. This dude he's a big dude. Throw the ball up there and just let him get it. He's gonna get it. He's gonna put it down. Now, if he misses, they can't mess with him down there in the paint. He gets positioned and he goes back up and he gets the rebound. You know what I'm saying? So they might end up fouling him by mistake, and he might, you know what I'm saying, or he just get that putback, or he could pass it back out. There's so many options there. Just lob it to the man. Like, throw the ball up for him. We can't just have Randall playing ISO ball all the time, spinning around, and we can't just always expect, because I like to see RJ doing more of the, one-on-ones, more of the ISO. But of course, the NBA has been on notice because they seen what he was on doing. I said on doing. They seen what he was doing, so they're on notice, and now they're gonna play a little different on RJ to make sure that he doesn't get too much confidence. But man, they need to stop looking off my boy Mitch. Mitch has a lot of potential on offense and on defense. So I just wanted to bring that to light on the offensive side. Feed the man, give him his lobs. But on the defensive end, I like to see Mitch on the floor defensively because he can guard from the perimeter down to the paint. The only thing is when he's guarding on the perimeter, once again, it leaves the paint like open and someone has to step in and help him out in that regard. If they don't do that, we're going to lose in the paint all the time. But Mitchell Robinson has some great potential. I think he could eventually be a defensive player of the year if he could if he could be disciplined. He could learn how and when to jump. Because there are instances where there was a play, I forgot who it was, maybe DiVincenzo or whatever. He tried to go up or whatever, and Mitch jumped. I'm saying, like, it was like a pass. Like, I don't know if he was I can't remember if it was like a shot attempt or a pass attempt, but pretty much what I'm trying to say is Mitch jumped, and he didn't really need to jump. Now it worked in our favor, and it didn't turn into like a pass or something like that. But there's no reason for him to jump so big. Like this guy is nowhere near his size, and even for like if he's face guarding up a Giannis, this guy's not like a shooting threat like that. Especially I'm saying if he's not near the paint. You don't need to jump, bro. Just put your hands up. You know what I'm saying? Just put your hands up. Just like this. Just stand up. And what they're gonna do, bro, they can't see the basket. They gotta throw it up. Stop fouling, bro. You got the potential to do it. You can change all these shots. I know you want to get the blocks. I know. I ain't nowhere near your size. I'm relatively short compared to regular. You know what I'm saying? Like 5'11", whatever. Long story short, when I play on the court, though, you know what I'm saying, most people ain't 6 feet plus 7 feet. You know what I'm saying, so I'm able to play pretty decent defense. I'll be wanting to get them blocks too, bro. You feel me? I'll be going hard trying to get blocks too. But see, the one thing is, ain't no fouling out in street ball, so I ain't gonna get fouled out. Worst thing that's gonna happen is a fight. I ain't worried about that. And also I don't get paid to play basketball, so my production on the court really doesn't mean anything. I could play on one court. People don't want to play with me, I'll go somewhere else. But I could fiend for blocks because I can. But I know I'm saying the blocks is part of the stats, but at the same time, you got to be smart and choose the opportunities better for blocks. I'm saying altering the shot is just as good as a block. Now, it might not go down on paper, but that still prevents that team from scoring, and that gives our team an opportunity to go and score on the other end. But overall, I think the Knicks play some pretty good defense. I'm happy. I'm really happy about this win. I'm looking forward to them taking this confidence into Tuesday night's game at Cleveland. Cleveland has been playing pretty good so far. I think they're 3-0, 2-0. I really should take my notes down and be more prepared. But, trying to record these videos, it's late now. It's 12 something at night. I got work tomorrow. I'm just trying to get this thing done so I could do my editing and all of that. But anyway, Cleveland's been playing pretty good so far. They have some depth at the big man position. So that front court is going to be something to look out for on Tuesday. Seeing if Mitchell Robinson is able to I don't think he had any fouls tonight, so let's see if he's going to be able to carry that into Tuesday's game. I'm sure he's going to start again. It looks like he's the starting guy moving forward. Nerlens Noel, I don't know if they was trying to G my boy Mitch head up to make him feel like he had somebody who's threatening him at his position, but he ain't got nothing to worry about. He just needs to be disciplined on the defensive end. I would like to see some more Knox because Knox had a pretty decent game tonight. It was nothing spectacular again, but I would like to see some more Knox because he got some length and he could be he has some potential on defense. I seen him get dropped by Middleton tonight. That wasn't pretty, but then another play down the court, probably the next defensive possession after that, he played some really good lockdown defense on Middleton on the perimeter. So he has the potential, just needs a couple tweaks, a couple things to work with, and he'll be all right. Get well to Obi, please. Obi Toppin, get well, brother. I know he's going to be out for 7 to 10 days or something like that, so you got to get himself together. I hope IQ is ready to go for Tuesday, because as much as I enjoyed this Elfrid Payton spectacular performance, come on now, 27 points. I know some of us looking at the Hardens and the Stephs and the Kyries and the KDs and those guys, the Devin Bookers and the Donovan Mitchells, 40, 50 plus points. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate you over here in Knicks Nation. Once again, that's ReKNICKulous, and I'm out.